So I know everybody loves downloads and channeling, and so I'm going to play with you and, share with you that yes, I got inspired by this book just sometimes in the middle of the night. I go and just type. Nobody, no thing took over me. But if you want to call it downloads, I call them downloads because we are all connected to the ultimate information of the universes and beyond, which means that everyone has access to the exact same information because we are actually one mind. So I'm going to share with you a few things in here, the most important things that I got downloaded with, that you can start using right now. And if you don't believe these things in here, that's okay. Eventually you'll figure it out. Oops, I'm the most powerful thing walking around, as is everything else. Are you ready to take control of that? I'm going to talk about the ask. What's the ask? It is given. What is it? Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. People say, I don't like these doomsday, end of days videos, which they don't watch and find out that I'm telling you in all of those videos, no matter what that title says, it doesn't exist if we don't want it to. I talked about the doomsday clock. What is it? An artist created it. Her husband was part of the Manhattan Project. He was one of the scientists. So I think she was probably concerned. And she wanted to warn people. She created that. It was an artist thing, all right? And then the scientists created this, wow, this is sort of like cool. Maybe we can adjust the clock back and forth. That's all it is. I am telling you that everything is malleable, changeable, all of it, all of it. So what's a download? What's a channel? It's you accessing information. Everything's an illusion. If it has a name or a label, it's an illusion. It's a creation that's just something that we experience and explore. That's it. No one thing can be this person or that angel or that. It's impossible because we're everything. But it will appear as that to play out certain illusions. I want to talk to a certain angel. Go for it, man. You can. It's true. And just like I'm talking to Landria or Barbara or Steve or what, that's true too in the illusion. They're all illusions. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So first of all, I hope you'll subscribe and support my channel, which will never ever tell you that you can't change absolutely everything and that we can live a new earth. That's just a fact. And I'm sorry if you don't believe that, then you can go on conspiracy theory channels, and that's okay. I don't know, it doesn't feel good, does it? What your feelings are, your feelings project and actually create. So it's really important for us to stay in that high frequency. And I'm going to talk to you about breakthrough fear. If you don't have the book, then you're going to love this. And if you have the book, you're going to love it too, because you know that I go into detail on all of this. I'm going to give you the actual, before we even start the chapter, the downloads that I got that ultimately say everything, and then I go into the details. These were downloads that I got, I'll admit it, all right? But Landria, the persona, didn't disappear during that. Everything is one thing happening. Boom, end of chapter. I don't have to say anything else. Everything is one thing happening. Oops, that means, wait, everything's one thing? That means that you and I are one thing? Yeah. Time does not exist. So it's an illusion too. So is this whole earthling experience. That's an illusion. It's a real creation, but it's not what we ultimately are. It's us playing this creation out. So time exists here on planet Earth because there has to be a cause and effect. If we didn't have time here, our linear time, we would not know the consequences of our actions, right? We'd be all over the place at one time, which is what happens when we're not in our bodies. However, here, if I do this, I have to know that eventually it's going to cause this. Oops, it might cause this or this or this further down but there's always a cause and effect. So time allows us lessons. So I can't get away with anything. There's a cause and effect that's going to show up in the linear timeline illusion on planet Earth. That's part of the game. Everything seen and unseen is intelligent. Everything. That rock is intelligent. It doesn't have a brain or think like we do. It's just intelligence. Everything, seen and unseen. This space is all intelligence. It doesn't have to be a thing or a brain. In fact, this is powerful, much more powerful than we are in our current form, because there's no density involved once you go outside of your bodies. All right? Everything seen and unseen is intelligent energy, one field, ever expanding, creating, evolving, transforming, exploring all that is possible, which is unlimited. You ready for that? Let's do that again. Everything seen and unseen is intelligent energy, one field, ever expanding, creating, evolving, transforming, exploring all that is possible, which is unlimited. That means even darkness is one, the one, good or bad. How can it be separate? If one is the one created everything, then it must be exploring darkness too. It's not good nor bad, it's just exploring it, knowing it. Doesn't feel good, but this everything is one thing with no boundaries, from infinite nothingness to all-knowing. It is both consciousness and unconsciousness. It's unconsciousness too. It is light and darkness and everything in between. It is purity and illusion, posing as the opposite of that of which it is. Pretty cool, huh? You, the human, are an expression of the one energy. Everything is by choice, because everything and nothing is directed by the Creator, which is all things by choice. We forgot this and chose ignorance. We forgot this purposely. We didn't just, oops, I forgot it. It was like, no, we're choosing to forget it and choosing ignorance. That's what humans are. We chose unconsciousness. You are the everything that is intelligence, exploring separatism. You are everything that is intelligence, exploring separatism and individualism, ignorance and redemption. You are the power that creates and the created. You are that which you believe is the other. You are that which you believe is the other. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Everything that exists in every dimension and every time is one now. So when you go outside your bodies, you can actually be everything and everywhere. So you have this, what I call the knowing, is that you are now the one mind that knows everything that is, has been, ever will be, every probability, all timelines, all everything, all illusions, and beyond. Human minds can't comprehend that. Time as we know it does not exist. It is an illusion that allows us to experience a past with choices that result in present results and present choices that result in future results. Cause and effect is how we know and gauge our spiritual evolution. We are creators of our own illusions. That's just page 1. That's just page 1. I'm gonna do a 2-part series here. If you take in just that first page, that first download page that I got, you could change your life. Because then you realize you're in charge of everything. You're in charge of every thought, every reality, every choice, ignorance. You can change all of it. Because guess what? You're not ignorant anymore. You're not unconscious anymore. You're aware. You still might have limitations. You still might say, this is how things are and they're wrong and separatism. You're still in the illusion of that. And when you go past the illusion of separatism, you tap into that space that downloaded that information. Not because it's talking to you separately, because you are it. You are the other that you believe is something separate. You are that which you look at. Because you feel that you are an individual body and you think of yourself as that, and that's just one part of it. And if this body can dissolve and end, right, appear to end, then you can't be this body or this person, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So that means you're eternal, which means what? Yeah, you are that which animates this and beyond. It's pretty cool, isn't it? We're going to explore this further. So if you haven't purchased the book, I hope that you will. And give me a review. I would love to hear your thoughts. So far, we've gotten rave reviews. And also, I'd like to share with you that I have a new email series. If you sign up, you will get a free masterclass, a brand spanking new one, plus all kinds of other cool stuff, and an email video series helping you to break through these fears and tap into this information that I'm sharing with you that you already are. It's not that you're going to find it. It's that you're going to figure out that you already possess it. All right? Again, I hope you'll subscribe. And these are free videos for people who want to learn skills to create multiple income streams online. Not make money this way or this way. It's like getting actual skills. It's actually like going to school, but they actually help you set up so you can actually be up and running in 30 to 60 days. Get all the tools that go with the training. You actually get real skills, which is pretty cool. So I'm, okay, that's fine if you want to go do all these other things, but that's just money driven. This is actually learning something that you can apply to anything. You could change the world this way. If you have this information, you know how to create something online to reach global audiences. It's pretty powerful. Okay, that's it for today. And if you take in what I just discussed, you could shift something pretty big. Yeah, you really could. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.